Miss Pratt, are you going to be able to use the restroom this morning? Okay.
I don't know.
They did, but I know that even with that issue, you still go to the restroom.
Yeah.
So why are you... Well, we're not going to draw blood. Come up here.
What?
When's the last time you smoked marijuana?
It was one of those little guys.
Uh-huh.
Why are you that? I just said marijuana, but with THC, it's all the same.
It is safe. It'll show positive. It's all derived from the same stuff. And if you have a felony court case pending, I would think you wouldn't want to have anything in your system that would have you test positive, right?
Well, I'm not sure if it went what you'd like to ago. Your probation. When I left policy.
From where?
County.
Okay.
And they know about all that. I mean, a lot about it. And I believe it's right here. They know.
Okay. Sounds like you need to quit doing stuff to get yourself in trouble so you can stay out and take care of yourself. So, what I'm going to do this morning, Miss Pratt, is reset your case for you to hire a lawyer. You need to try to get a lawyer hired before the next court. If you do, bring the recent notice to them, and they'll tell you what you need to do. I'm also ordering, as a condition of your probation, that you have a drug patch. You need to have a drug patch put on within 24 hours. And you will, probation, when you're walking out, the lady at that desk can give you a list of places where you can get that done. You have to have it on. You wear it 2 weeks. You have to show up every 2 weeks to have it tested. If it's not testable, I'm going to assume it's positive. If you don't show up when you're supposed to or go get it, I'm going to assume that you're using something that's illegal. Your bond will be raised and you'll be in jail. Do you understand?
I will.
Okay. So you need to have that on within 24 hours. So by tomorrow, you need to have the drug patch on.
Okay.
And then don't use anything that could potentially test positive for anything. It's simple. If you're on a probation and you've got a felony pending, you need to be crystal clean. All right? If you are on medication that shows you to test positive, that's one thing. A gummy from the corner store is not medication. Right? So bring your list of medications if you test positive. Show them. We understand. I know what things test positive for other things. But gummies aren't one of them. All right? Step in front of the clerk. She'll give you your reset notice. Good morning. Are you Shalora Dawson? And Miss Dawson was previously in court and had a plea of guilty to the HL felony offense of abandoning or endangering a child. Received the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, sure.
Miss Dawson, if I test you this morning, you can have anything in your system?
Oh, no.
We're going to double check this morning before we go forward. Have a seat in the jury box. Yes. Right. So did they tell you probably shouldn't be doing that so you don't test positive, so I don't think you're using something illegal?
No, because I don't do it.
Right. But
right from the jump, you can feel the tension. Before Miss Pratt even speaks, the judge is already probing whether she's capable of basic compliance. And trust me, judges don't start with bathroom questions unless something is going on behind the scenes. Let's see where this goes.
if it's going to test positive, then I'm going to assume the worst. So we'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to test you this morning, see what's in your system, and then we'll go forward and have a seat over there in that jury box. Miss Dawson, you tested positive for THC, which I think you anticipated, but you also tested positive for ecstasy or MDMA.
So,
When was that?
but you get me, but
All right, let's do. Here's what we're gonna do. Well, listen, Miss Dawson. Listen. There's worse things in here that are making you look bad than testing positive for them. Just listen. All right, you're going to get your probation. I'm going to do that today. But there's going to be some conditions so that I make sure that you're not using anything that you're not supposed to, including gummies or anything that you think, whatever it is, you don't.
next year I'll do what rather use it all. I don't
Listen.
well I just
That's we're going to find out. Then you're not going to have trouble. Listen, Miss Dawson. Pay attention to me, okay? You're okay. All right? Anything that makes you look bad or that you feel like isn't true, all you have to do, you're going to be on probation, is be successful on probation. That's all we all want, okay?
No.
So, listen, you already told me. You've already said it, okay? I understand that you're not sure what this is. Maybe it's from the shot. It's okay, all right? We're going to make sure from this point forward that you don't have any issues. You'll have some rules on probation to follow, and then there won't be any issues, right? Okay. Okay, you said that. Okay, you said that. You've already said it. But listen, the most important thing is that you figure out how to get your life together for your child. That's what we're really here about today. You make better decisions than leaving.
Okay, pause. This is where the judge switches from casual to investigative mode. When a judge asks, "When's the last time you smoked marijuana?" they're not making conversation. This is a credibility test. And a lot of people mess up right here by oversharing or underexplaining. Let's see how she handles it.
A 2-year-old in a hotel by themselves. That's what I'm worried about. Do you understand? Not a THC gummy, not whatever other thing that happened today. I want you to get your life together. You're young. You have had issues. You didn't. I see what's going on with your family in here. We want to break whatever cycle that you've been a part of so that you can be there for your child. Does that make sense? Okay, that's what we want. The best for you, the best for your child. For you to be able to make those better decisions. Alright? So, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty previously, freely, and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the attorney. I'm going to defer all proceedings, place you on probation for 3 years. You're ordered to pay the $300 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. That is going to include being assessed for any special needs you need, any counseling, whatever it is you need. We're going to have you assessed for that. And if they say you need to go to a counselor or you need whatever it is, those are things to help, and you're going to be required to do them. Do you understand? You'll obviously be required to test regularly. So any type of gummy, any type of anything, doesn't matter if they say in the shop it won't test positive, don't do any of it. Because even if you go buy it legally, I can't know the difference. It's just going to show up on a test. So don't do any of that. If you need some help, something making you feel better, then go through that counseling and do it the right way through doctor. Okay? Good. Good. I know. And I know there's certain medicines and they don't make you feel great. But you can't. Right. Well, talk to them about that because there's probably other medicines that they can try. Okay? But what you don't want to do, stop taking that medicine and then self-medicate, gummy or something like that. Okay? That's what you can't do. So continue talking to them. Say, I don't like the way this one makes me feel. Let's try something different. And they'll find something that eventually makes you feel right, kind of in a balance, okay? If you do everything...
Here it is, the probation tightening moment. A drug patch is basically a wearable lie detector for substances. You can't cheat it, you can't delay it, you can't oops, I forgot. This is the judge's way of saying, I don't trust your system, so we're going to monitor it. Watch how quickly this turns into a zero-tolerance warning.
You're supposed to while you're on this probation. This is an excellent opportunity. You don't have criminal history. You're not going to be a convicted felon. If you successfully completed the case, you're going to get to be a mom. You're going to get to get regular jobs, do all the things that everybody else does, okay? The other side of that is if you violate any condition of probation. So if you don't show up for appointments, you test positive, you get arrested or whatever, you can be brought back in here and you can be found guilty, so you will be a convicted felon, and then you could go to the state jail prison for up to 2 years. Do you understand? All right. You just need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you up when she's ready to go over your paperwork.
Okay, and I do want to apologize to you. I do not like it.
That's okay. You're nervous. I know you're nervous. I know. We're good. All right. Good luck to you, ma'am. Oh, here's the, hold on. I didn't mean this. It's a trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, so you've waived your right to appeal. So just have a seat here in the courtroom and wait for her to call you up.
Oh, this is the twist nobody wants in court. Testing positive for THC? Predictable. But MDMA? That's a hard left turn into a whole different legal zone. You can literally see Miss Dawson's brain buffering. And the judge is about to decide whether this is a medical misunderstanding or a credibility disaster.